Hello, men. We return to what is it, Accordia? It's not
Uh,
Accordia.
is
It
it?
is Grigna the Accordion.
Yeah, but where's he from?
He,
Norgolia. Yes,
Norgolia?
I
Was
think
it?
so.
You sure? Hold on.
no, I'm pretty sure
He's he's in,
we're gonna have to scroll back.
Oh, I
It's
can scroll back up.
Nor
Hold on.
he's from the
Norago.
Norgolian
He's from the
Empire.
Noragolian Empire.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Norgolian
Uh,
Empire. Yeah, and he's in the
Grigna
sands
the
and
Accordion, the
like,
well-known thespian of
crushing nipples.
statecrafter,
and killing bovine people.
Oh yeah,
uh,
that poor cow guy.
known slut.
Oh well,
So
definitely.
So
when
yeah, I think I'm due to start, but before we do that, could you guys offer up a summary of what happened previously?
certainly, well, Grigna killed some people really infeasibly.
Yeah, it was,
Then he
it was
went.
efficient, not infeasible,
Then
efficient.
Then he went to a tavern and interacted with someone,
He hooked up with a lovely lady, and then got a foot thrown at him.
and then he
Yes.
murdered a cowman, and then, curiously enough, he surrendered,
Oh yeah.
and then met the man whose advisor was in the back of the man.
He met the noble king prince.
Yeah,
Noble
King
King
Prince,
Prince, Duke,
noble
Archon.
emperor,
Mayor, postman. I mean, he had every title in the whole kingdom.
duchess.
And then they decided to have a bit of a scuffle. Then he failed again. Then got thrown into a dark
Oh
cell.
yes, and then there was Agathon, the well-known advisor.
Yeah, that
basically-
immediately dies.
It's basically if you take all the words and put them in a blender, and then like that sort of like meat paste.
Ah,
Just-
yes.
That was what we read. And then there was also some foreshadowing with an extremely gaudily described altar and the Eye of Plot.
I thought it was a flashback where some poor
I think it's
dishevelled lady was
I think it's
getting
actually
sacrificed.
I think it's actually a meanwhile.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Emilia, was it?
I think that lady is supposed to be the tavern wench.
Really? She's having a bad day.
Yeah, I'm not sure why she suddenly went from tavern to there.
I mean, first
And-
you get your nipples crushed, and then you get sacrificed.
It's true. And now Grigna is in a fucking cell. And this apparently is the worst thing you can do to Grigna as Agathon the Wise.
Grigna have previously like, Sire, surely we've realized this man is Grigna. We just need to lock him up somewhere. And Grigna's like, no,
Yeah.
not being locked up.
Never seen a wall I couldn't go around. And then
Right.
Agathon wisely fucking vaulted the prince and got impaled.
Oh yeah, and he just jumped onto the
And then-
impale.
Then they were like, now who is the smartest prince? I will wait all of this time, and then I will be surrounded and stabbed. Oh.
I'm still amazed at this like
Yeah.
noble's house slash palace slash kingly estate seems to have some sort of dark, evil, soulless light dungeon in there.
Well, this is the land where accordions roam. I mean,
I
this
think,
is
honestly,
part of the course.
it's probably just communal housing. They just like naming things weirdly.
Yeah, it could be actually.
So,
Okay,
who is going to start?
I shall start on
Right.
account of y'all going last. Okay.
Hmm.
All knowledge of measuring time had escaped Grigna. When a person is deprived of the sun, moon, and stars, he loses all conception of time as he had previously understood
Where
it.
is he loosing it?
I don't know.
He loosed
I
it on
think
the
he is-
floor.
Run,
I think he's
be
actually-
free!
He's widened his understanding of time. He is becoming a Dune navigator.
You
No,
mean
he
now
widens
has a
understanding of
co-
time so much that it slipped through the cracks.
You mean
Yeah.
he now has the cracks through reality?
Yep. It seemed as if years had passed. If time was being measured by terms of misery and mental anguish, yet he estimated that his stay had only been a few days in length.
How is
Yes.
he doing? He's been in there 5 minutes and already he's gone totally
I
mad.
like that, just shut the door and after 30 seconds he's going, ah!
It's been years since I've been in here.
Grigna is not too good at middle school math, as we'll learn. He had slept 3 times and had been fed 5 times since awakening in the crypt now. However, when the actions of a body are restricted, its needs are also affected.
Is this a very tiny room as well? I mean,
I
he
don't
could
know,
probably
I don't
still move.
I got the impression it was like this massive, like, gaping abyss kind of room. You know, like the, you know,
I
sort of like the
think
black hole
Grigna
room.
has no sense of time, so him pacing from one side of a dark room to the other, he doesn't know how far it is.
No, it could be.
The need for nourishment and slumber are directly proportional to the functions
mean
of the
nourish
body.
net?
Yes,
me.
nourish
Yeah.
net.
The need for
Sorry.
nourishment.
For all your Grigner
Is that
feeding
an M?
needs,
Yeah,
Narration
that's an N.
net.
the M
Yes, an N.
is a bit.
Yes,
For
Manette.
all your Grigner feeding needs, use NourishNet.
Manette.
It's
Yes.
barbarian approved. Ding.
Meaning that when free and active, Grigner may become hungry every 6 hours and witness the desire for sleep every 15 hours, whereas in his present condition, he may encounter the need for food every 10 hours and the want for rest every 20
Sorry,
hours.
this has turned into an instruction pamphlet for a Tamagotchi.
No, this is
How
fucking,
to feed and
this is
care for
middle
your
school
Grigner.
math. If Grigner buys 5 melons and rides at no speed, when does he arrive?
If you have a Grigner traveling
He's
at
killed
40 miles an
everything.
hour,
That's your answer. Your answer is he has killed everything.
there's a Grigner coming from the east traveling at 50 miles an hour.
Yeah. All methods he had before depended you on were extinct in the dismal pit, hence with a very, very faded H. He may have been imprisoned for 10 minutes or 10 years.
I'm going with the former.
If he's slept 3 times, he probably hasn't been in prison for 10 minutes unless he's having a very dodgy day.
He's very
Or,
bored.
I've been fed 5 times, as in he's grabbed 5 grapes from the same plate.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Jesus.
If he actually had hair growth, he would know. It's like, when did I shave? Oh, I see.
My hair never grows anywhere.
But he had not known, resulting in a disheartened emotion deep within his being. The food, if you can honor the mouldering lumps of fetid mush to that extent, was borne to him by 2 guards who opened a portal at the top of his enclosure.
Just imagine a
and
guard
shoved-
walking in, opening his legs, going, "Argh!" just dropping some food in there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and shoved it in him with the wooden bowls, retrieving the food and water bowls from his previous meal at the same time. Wait,
How?
what?
I will just use my stretchy arm to reach in and grab the bowl.
Fucking Mr. Fantastic
Yeah,
up there.
No, actually, what happens is he's like, you hear him screaming wildly. It's like food, and then Gregor's like, "Oh, let me reach this one for you. Thank you, that's
Wait, if
very
he
kind
gets-
of you."
If he can shove it to him, he can reach him.
He's like,
So
"Nah."
it's not very high. It's far to
This
the
is-
ceiling.
So
What the hell?
please-
I don't understand.
I think this space was basically designed by Nyarlathotep.
Oh no, not the stairs.
Wait, the stairs?
Anyway.
Wait, which...
Oh!
Where are the stairs?
Anyway, no, doesn't matter.
After they threw back the bolts on the iron latch and returned to their other duties, since deprived of all other means of nourishment, Grigner was impelled to eat the tainted slop in order to ward off the pangs of starvation. Though as he
Sounds like
stuffed
what
it
you
into
eat.
his... yeah. Though as he stuffed it into his mouth with his filthy fingers and struggled to force it down his throat, he imagined it was that which had been spurned by the what?
Spurned.
Yeah, that's the correct
Oh,
word.
by the
that's
hounds.
correct, yeah.
Stationed at various segments
Wait,
of the
there are
palace.
hounds now?
Well, it's now a palace again, so I guess so.
But
Well,
how
I
does
guess that they
how
have
does he know
hounds.
How does he know that? We didn't see any.
They might bark. Bark.
Ark, ark.
Imagine the guards being like, he must eat this. There might have been something that was spurned by the hounds at various segments of the palace.
Yes, the hounds do not want this food, therefore I receive it. I guess he's just making up stories to amuse himself. Fucking idiot. Someone go on. I cannot.
Do you want
Should
to
I-
go,
oh,
Mr.
oh,
Henry?
I'll go then, yeah.
Yeah.
There was little in the barren vault that could...
Bayron.
Is it Bayron? Oh, yes, it is. It's a
Bayron.
yeah, there's
Bloody
little... My mistake, sorry. There was little in the Bayron vault that could occupy his body or mind. He had paced out the length and width of the enclosure time and time again, and tested every granite slab, which consisted the walls of the prison in hopes of finding a hidden passage to freedom.
I think constituted the walls of the prison would have been a better word.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's supposed to
Consisted.
be. Consisted. Yeah. I think constituted. Yeah.
That's not.
Alright, well...
What?
Also, I cannot believe that Grigner, could find anything to occupy his mind. Anything.
Well, if it consisted, I mean, if it didn't give consistency, it would fall down. So I guess.
Just slops around him. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Wait, so the length and width of this enclosure, so it must be reasonably sized, I guess?
I don't
guess.
know.
I guess he
He might
just
be-
loses track of time going from one side to
He
the
loses
other,
track
even
of
though
space as well. Soon he's going to lose track of anything.
I think he's just very dumb.
Like, is Grigner going to lose track of everything and then nullify the laws of physics and just phase through the prison wall?
Maybe.
I want this to happen.
He just
Vibrate.
decides it doesn't really exist in his reality and just walks through it.
I thought
it
out of existence.
Anyway, all of which was to no avail, other than to keep him busy and distracted, his mind from wandering to thoughts of what he believed was his future. Dude, you've been here like 3 days, man. Like, he's having a
10
breakdown.
It's not 3 days, it's 10 minutes. He's been in
Oh
there
yeah, he
like
wasn't sure if it was 10
minutes.
minutes. Yeah, that's a good point.
No, he doesn't know.
What the hell?
What?
I just saw a weird word. You'll get to it.
He had memorized the number of strides from one end of the other of the cell. Wait, what? From one end to the other of the... That doesn't read right. And knew the exact
One
number of
end of-
slabs which made up the bleak dungeon.
From one end of the cell to the other. There we go, I've corrected it for them.
Wait, so
No, don't do that.
it was an enclosure, now it's a dungeon.
It's a very small dungeon.
Numerous schemes were introduced and alternately disregarded in turn. Discarded, sorry. In turn,
Actually,
as they suckled to unravel to him no means of escape which stood at the slightest chance of success.
Succored. Give assistance or aid to. Verb.
Also, notice Nemorius.
Where's Nemorius?
Nemorius schemes.
Oh yes, Numorius scheme.
Oh, I read it as
No,
numerous.
it's not even Numorius. It's Numerous.
Yes, numerous, you're right. Yeah,
It's kind of like Amorous, but a lot of it.
You know when your brain sees a word and just reads the correct one
I
instead?
know.
I just like the idea
fair
that
bit.
there's suddenly a character in there called Numerous. Great
Yeah.
Numerous. Give me
Nemorius,
advice.
yeah, Nemorius was scheming in the corner.
I like to think that Nemorius schemes is a particular kind of schemes that is
Grigna, the barbarians outnumber us 10 to 1. We must use Numerous schemes. No,
Yes.
those are the darkest of schemes, Grigna. Do you defy me, bovine warrior? No, I remember what happened to the other one.
Hail Nemorius. We must have him scheme for us.
Numerous, I do not
Nemorius
pray
is the
to
mighty
you often.
schemer.
I do not pray to you often, but but listen to me now. Please, tell me what time it is.
And if not, then damn to hell with you.
Uh,
Anguish continued to mount as his means of occupation were rapidly exhausted. There's a nice gap there.
What the fuck?
brilliant.
Is it exhaust? No,
I
sorry,
guess he didn't
it's
want-
ex-house, Ted.
Yeah, I think he didn't want to break the line.
Oh wow,
with
this
just
next
one
line
letter.
is
Yes.
fantastic. This next line is fantastic.
Suddenly, without no time, he was routed. It wasn't he was routed, he was routed.
he
Was routed.
He was routed.
It's try to say that all one word. He was routed. I don't know.
It's maybe you gotta say it differently. It says was routed.
Was
Was
routed.
routed.
Was routed.
Was routed.
Was routed? Was
I don't know. It sounds
So
like
we
something.
have Numerous and Was routed. His two.
I think
new
it's some sort of way
companions.
of. It's kind of a half wash, half startle. Like if a dog licks you.
Was
Grigna is just
also
going
outed.
mad and
Yeah.
he's just going
Also-
mad and making his own companions. Numerous and Was routed.
No, I got it. I got it, fams. It's was or routed.
Was
Oh,
routed.
okay.
Was or
Was
routed.
routed.
Yeah, was or
Was
routed.
routed. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Glad that was cleared up.
Anyway, so let's start from the beginning. Suddenly, without no tie, he was routed from his contemplations as he detected a faint scratching sound at the end of the crypt. Now a crypt. Opposite him.
That is Numerous scheming.
Yeah.
That is-
Morris is scheming in the cell next to him.
He's scheming so hard he changes the crypt into a dungeon again.
Oh no.
The sound seemed to be caused by... Damn it. It says caused by...
So there is Numerous,
Was routed.
and caused by. Excellent.
caused by something trying to scrape away at the grantite. Or grantity.
No wonder I couldn't escape. I was thinking these were granite blocks, but
But
really
that's
they're
grantite. It's like
It's Morris's wife, Grantity.
she blocks the floor.
Oh no.
Nemoris, get your wife away from here. It blocks the floor of the enclosure, consisted of,
Consistent of what?
the sandy scratching of something like an animal's claws.
I'm serious now. Grigner is just going to like wake up and nothing will exist anymore.
Uh,
I guess.
Grignir gradually groped his way to the other end of the vault, carefully feeling his way along with his hands ahead of him. Wait, I thought
walking.
Grignir knew exactly how long this damn vault was.
Except
I
when
think
he
he's
doesn't
feeling,
know.
He's feeling for the bit where the sound is coming from, I think.
I guess.
Because he can't see it.
When a few inches from the wall, a loud, penetrating squeal and the scampering of small padded feet reverberated from the walls of the roughly hewn chamber.
And now it's a chamber.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
well, I hate it to be a dungeon or a crypt or a...
I'd like to say that this was a rat, but actually it's probably going to be something else, like a four-headed
gonna be a-
Bavarian screecher or something.
It's gonna be a galumpa.
What the fuck's a
If it's
galumpa?
if it's a galumpa, there better not be any apples
A
nearby.
galumpa is a cross between a camel and a pig.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't know. I saw a picture once.
Does it store truffles in its hump?
No, it like eats apples and sits on fish.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it just sits on both.
Yeah. That's
But
true.
anyway, Grignr is going to do something.
Grignr threw his hands up to shield his face and flung himself backwards upon his buttocks.
Oh no, not a rat!
A fuzzy form bounded to his hairy chest, burying its talons in his flesh while gnashing towards his throat with its grinding white teethits.
What? It's sour, I think.
No, look.
No.
Teethits.
Teethits.
Teethits. Look.
Is that how you use a semicolon?
No, it is not.
I've never used one. What's it like?
Actually, it can be used like that if
There's no
you're
space.
doing. There's no space, no. So actually, it's two eyes there, so it might as well be teethites.
Ah, teethites, the old like Pemunian like sort of cultists.
So
Yeah.
wait a minute, we have Numerous, they're all teethites. There we go.
they're
all
teethite cultists.
they are. We're slowly piecing together.
Fuck.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Sour fetid breath, apparently.
Also, a rat with white teeth. That's rare.
Yeah, normally got sort of yellowy. It's sour, fetid breath. Scorching.
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 Scorch.
Those together.
Yeah.
Scorching.
Scorching. You're right. Yeah.
Scorch. Bless you.
Thank you. The squirming barbarians.
No, that's squeaming.
Oh,
There's
was it
no
squimming?
U
Oh,
there.
sorry. You're right. Yes, the
Squirming.
squirming barbarians. Dilating nostrils. It's supposed to be
Dil-
dilating. Yeah.
That is dilating.
Is that
That's
dilating?
actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh goddamn.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Grignr grappled with the lashing flexor muscles of the repugnant body of a gargantuan brown-hided
Now,
rat.
I'm sorry. I know
Wait,
D&D
that's-
size categories. Gargantuan.
Sorry, that isn't gargantuan. That's garganowan.
Ah, okay.
Oh shit, not
I was about to
Garganown.
go into a point about how gargantuan is huge, but Garganown.
Gargamel.
That's
No, not Caramel the Wizard.
drat, and triple drat. I cannot get Grignr. Meow.
Send a Garganown brown-headed
Let's just go
rat.
back to killing Smurfs, Azriel.
I wonder what the repugnant body of a garganown brown-headed rat looks like.
It's actually
I
not
don't
even a
know.
Garganown. It's a Garganuan.
I'm gonna have to
Garganuan.
try and draw this for the fucking picture
It's a
for this video.
Garganuan brown-hided rat.
But it's striving to hold its razor teeth from his juicy jugular, as
Ah.
its beady grey organs of sight.
Wait. So it's trying its best not to bite his jugular.
It's fucking
it's
right
trying to-
eyes, you idiot.
It's trying not to bite his jugular, but it's going, must bite the jugular. No, must refrain. Must bite the jugular.
That's a lot of like jugular lust, but it's the beady grey organs of sight rather than eyes that sort of worry me slightly.
You
Oh,
do not know
Tyson.
they are. You do not know they are eyes. They might not be eyes.
At least they're not gems or whatever it was before.
Ah,
Everyone-
yes.
There, gems right there.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, into the
okay,
flaring
never mind.
emeralds. Yeah. What is
Let's
it?
pray.
A flaring emerald?
I don't know.
You know what? You know why this thing is charging at him? Because its eyes are emeralds that are on fire.
Understandable. I'd be
I
pretty
think that's
freaked out.
Grignr's emeralds.
Yeah.
I think it's to show that he's passionate.
You sure it's not his balls they're talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What, green balls? What?
Yeah,
Why?
gangrenous.
That's just weird.
We've already gone into like numero the
Fuck.
word numerous.
Neuromian. Neuromius.
The Rumius.
Anomalous.
numeros. There we go.
Numerous. Oh,
Yes.
Numerous. Yeah.
Yes,
And the Garganian.
the Gargnian, and this is page 35.
Yeah. By all means, take it away.
Oh, thank you. It actually looks like a sentence here. Taking hold of the rodent around its lean, growling stomach with both hands, it's a very hungry rodent, Grignr pried it from his crimson-rent breast, removing small patches of flayed flesh from his chest. You already mentioned chest, sort of, but fair enough. Also, the thing flayed it? Really?
I like to think that Grignr is this like 6-foot barbarian, like wrestling with this tiny little rat that's trying to have a go at him. Like, get it off me! He's like holding its front paws with like his fingers. Like, come on, man. Go.
The rat scratched its
remember-
way through granite. I think
But,
it's.
but it is only Garganuan.
It wasn't
It is
granite
also-
either. It was grantitite, please.
Oh, sorry.
And
Yeah, it scratched
sandy.
its way
It
through
was also
gantotite.
sandy. Removing small patches of flayed flesh from his chest in the motion between the squalid black claws of the starving beast. Holding the rodent at arm's length, he cupped his right hand, Not right hand. Right hand. He has
Oh,
an item with him called a right hand.
yeah. You
over
just
its
let me equip my right hand.
over its frothing face, contracting his fingers into a vice-like fist over the quivering head.
I like to think it's some sort of mutant ability. He contracting his finger.
Considering I can't read the A in the next word, it's going to be retaining his grip on the rat. Grigner flexed his outstretched arms while slowly twisting his right hand clockwise and his left hand counterclockwise motion. The rodent let out a tortured squall, drawing scarlet as it violently dug its foam-flecked fangs into the barbarian's sweating palm, causing his face to contort into an ugly grimace as he gasped beneath his breath.
What the fuck happened there?
Oh, don't you hate when you curse beneath your breath?
Curse is squished
No, he
from the top.
cast. He cast.
Oh yes,
beneath his
A.
breath.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It's an A.
that's squished from above, but beneath, right next to it, is squished from below. What the fuck happened to the typewriter there?
All I need to know is not only does he have a handy right-hand item, he also has Braith on hand.
Oh no!
Good old Braith, my reliable friend, like Numerosis.
He's just hiding behind Braith like his horse.
Braith, save me!
No.
I don't even exist! With a loud crack, the rodent's head parted from its squirming torso, sending out a sprinkling shower of crimson gore. You bleed blood, not gore.
Actually, but wait, no, never mind.
And
Fuck it.
trailing a slimy string of disjointed vertebrae, snapping trachea. That is actually trachea.
Yeah, there's an A hidden in there
esophagus,
somewhere.
esophagus and jugular. Disjointed hyoid bone, morose purple stretch hide, and blood-seared muscles. Okay, there is purple prose, and then there is purple prose for gore.
Why doesn't he just, instead of saying, like, with a loud crack, the little bastard exploded, that would have solved
That
that entire line.
I like the idea that Grigner's got on his glasses and is dissecting this thing. So, and now we have
He
the
is very
disjointed
bored.
hyoid bone.
He's like that guy from Eternal Darkness. He slays it and starts doing an autopsy. Well,
Yeah.
look here, the fangs are real.
Flinging the broken body to the floor, Grigner shook his blood-streaked hands and wiped them against his thigh until dry, then wiped the blood that had showered his face and from his eyes. Where to? We don't know. Maybe he's run out of body parts. He's bathed in blood at this point. Again sitting himself upon the jagged floor, he prepared to once more revamp his glum meditations. The power of NE told himself that as long as he is still breathed the gust of life through his lungs, hope was
As long
not
as he still
lost.
breathed the gust of life.
Yes. He told him S to the power of E, oof, this, but found it hard to comprehend in his gloomy surroundings. Yet he was still alive, his bulging sinews at their peak of marvel, despite having eaten only nothing but slop for X amount of
Seriously,
time.
he reckons he's been in there like 3 or 5 days. He would not be at the peak of Marvel at this point.
Guard number 2. Yes, guard number 1. Is it really a good idea to feed this guy concentrated protein
Yeah, was
powder?
he just protein shake? Throw them in there, lads. Get him.
It's
Get
not
him.
like-
Away, you fucker!
Grigner, we need you as swole as possible.
His struggling mind floating in a mirror of impressed excellence of thought.
I don't believe
Lamont-
this man is capable of impressed excellent of thought.
Lalot
Probably-
after plot sifted through his mind in energetic contemplati ons.
Maybe fucking check where the rat buried through the grey night, Grigner.
Then it hit him. Inuits may have passed in silent thought or he could not tell, but he stumbled at last upon a plan that he considered as holding a slight margin of plausibility. He might die in the attempt, but he knew he would not submit without a final bloody struggle. You're already covered in blood, it's absolutely fine.
Is that how you spell plausibility?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yes,
Is it?
actually it
Is
is.
it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would put an extra A in there. Maybe I am the size.
No. Plausibility. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, fuck me.
It was not a foolproof plan. What a shock, because you're a fool, Grigner. Yet it built up a store of renewed vortexed energy. Wow, he is summoning vortexes now
Oh, he's got another item.
over his overwrought soul.
It has a trademark.
I'm
at the
sorry,
end.
are you stealing things from Dark Soul Knight here?
Yeah, just crushed in his hands like.
Though
feel
he
more
might
power.
perish in the execution of the escape. We get it. This might be dangerous, Grigner. He would. I mean, these guys are waffling more
Wait,
than
is he not just gonna go through the hole the rat made?
I don't know, but
That
he's
hole
wa-
is never mentioned
he's
again, I
waffling,
think.
He's
Oh.
waffling more than Garrett in Golden Sun. Though he might perish in the execution of the escape, he would still be escaping the life of infinite torture in store for him.
Maybe if the idiot had thought of this before he surrendered.
Store for him.
For him. Yeah, for it's like it's in
For him.
store. It's for him's store. There's a man called For him.
This place is full of people that aren't saying anything.
What do you think, For him? Yeah, looks alright, man.
Either way, he would still cheat the gloating prince of the succored revenge his sadistic mind craved so dearly. Could you try that sentence again, Grigna? This time with words that make sense. The guards would soon come to bear him off to the prince's buried mines of dread. How do you know this? You have no idea of the concept of time, Grigna.
Do they mine dread?
You can get. It's like a regular mine. You just get it off the walls.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
It comes in like bar form. You like smelt things. You just hear.
You just smell dread. And you just hear screaming noises and pain.
Yeah. That's why people call it like the dread blade. It's like it doesn't actually kill people. It just sort of goes.
Oh, it's made of dread. It's like it's actually just a material like lead and lead.
Exactly.
Yeah. This dread is actually like very minor dread. It's like, you have an overdue library book.
Oh god, that is minor dread.
Yeah. Giving him the sought-after opportunity to execute his newly formulated plan. I hope this plan is just beat them up. Groping his way along the rough floor that he knows really well, Grigna finally found his tool in a pool of congealed gore, the carcass of the decapitated rodent. Please say you're going to kill people with
the rat.
That the very filth he had been sentenced to spawned. When the time came for action, he would have to be prepared, so he set himself to rending the sticky hulk in grim silence, searching by the touch of his fingertips for the lever to freedom.
So he's just sitting there fondling the dead rat while he's waiting.
I have made a lockpick out of a rat's... I don't know what bone this is.
Is he making a lockpick out of it?
He seems so incompetent at fighting. It's like, it has to be really, really specific conditions for him to be able to fight anything. It's like he's unarmed, he's completely harmless. He can't fight the guards. I don't understand.
This guy has when things are desperate, he literally switches class from barbarian to rogue.
Yeah, he's just like,
oh, I fight. Things are desperate. Now I'm very, very wily for some reason. But fortunately for Rufert here, it is now a complete segue back to the altar.
Oh, fuck me. Up to the altar and be done with it, wench, offered a fidgeting shaman as he saved. He's
saved.
No, you can't see it. I think it's Ave.
It's the Ave, the female, a grim stare, accompanied by the wrinkling of his lips to a mirthful grin of delight.
Oh, wonderful.
The girl burst into a slow, steady whimper. Stooping shakily to her knees, and cringing woefully.
Woeful.
Woeful. Why?
Woefully.
Woeful. Why?
Woefully. From the priest with both arms wound snake-like around the bulging jade's shin.
The bulging jade.
Jade, for when your jade is not jady enough.
You want that greener? Then get it with some jade.
Buy it now at all good accordion bit stores.
Shin rising before her scantily attired figure. Her face was redly inflamed from the salty flow of tears sprouting from her glassy, dilated eyeballs. They doesn't come out the eyeballs!
Also, her eyeballs are made of glass. Her eyeballs are made of glass, you can't see.
Yeah, she's just dead. With short, heavy footfalls, the priest approached.
Wait, that's not footfalls, that'd be footfalls.
Oh, sorry. With short, heavy footfalls, the priest approached the female, his piercing stare never wavering from her quivering young countenance.
I like the fact that these shaman priests have footfowls. I've heard about these legendary creatures.
Also, not being funny, we've had the, and I quote, the female for like 3 or 4 pages. We gave a guy who snuffed it himself on
Agatha needs to
he got a name. This lady doesn't get a name.
It's like a horror movie. You fuck, you die. You get named in this, you die.
Yeah,
unless you're Grigna.
I know, Grigna's dying a slow death.
Yeah, halting before the terrified girl, he projected his arm outward and motioned her to arise with an upward movement of his hand. The girl's whimpering increased slightly, and she sunk closer to the floor rather than arising. What the fuck?
That is actually some sort of weird eldritch symbol rather than a T.
The Flickering torches outline her trim build with a weird ornate glow as it cast a ghostly shade dancing in horrid waves of splendor over smoothly worn whiteness of the marble-hewn altar.
This is so overwritten, it's so painful.
Yeah. He's not making any mistakes here, it angers me.
Yeah, it's actually reasonably competent, if a bit dull.
Yeah. The shaman's lips curled back further, exposing a set of blackened, decaying molars, which transformed his slovenly grin into a wide, greasy arc of sadistic mirth.
Wait, how far back is he pulling his lips to show his molars off when he's smiling? Like,
I don't know.
Oh man, I'm so happy that all my teeth have rotted away.
I love my rotten teeth.
I love the fact that I can't chew without pain.
I can't fucking taste anything but pus.
Steady.
And alternately interposed into the female a strong sensation of stomach-curdling nausea. Have it as you will, female, gloated the enhanced priest.
How enhanced is he? Is he like priest plus one?
Basically an orb appeared from one of those foot fouls and he absorbed it and went power off.
Yeah, he just turns like a fucking bear.
I think considering what he's doing, he's probably ate some Viagra.
Actually, no. Look at the next line and you will see exactly what's happened.
The fuck? Gloated the enhanced priest as he bent over at his waist, projecting his ape-like arms forward and clasped
one of those orbs.
You know, he's Donkey Kong.
And clasped the female's slender arms with his hairy round fists. With an inward surge of his bicep, he harshly jerked the tumbling girl to her feet and smothered her salty wet cheeks to the moldy touch of his decrepit, dull red lips. The vile stench of the Saman's hot, fetid breath overcame the nauseated female with deep, soul-searching searing sickness. Sorry, I need to.
Yeah, soul-searing sickness. Yeah.
Yeah, causing her to wrench her head backwards and regurgitate a slimy orange-white stream of swelling gore over the richly woven purple robe of the enthused acolyte.
I kind of love that. He's like, "Give me a kiss, darling," and she goes, like,
Who the fuck vomits straight upwards?
Most people retch and vomit down, trust me.
Is that possible at all without choking?
What, vomit straight upwards?
Anything is possible in the land of the accordions.
I guess if it had enough force, but normally it would just go back in your mouth and you'd sort of choke on it.
I guess. The priest's lips tremble with malicious rage as he removes his callous paws from the girl's arms and replace them with tightly around her undulating neck, shaking her violently toned throat. It's the scene from Airplane. Calm the fuck down, woman.
Oh, yeah, there's just a line of people get ready to like slap her.
I am bored of this. I will kill you now.
The girl gasped a tortured groan from her from her clamped lungs, her sea blue eyes bulging forth from damp sockets. Cocking her right foot backwards, she lashed it desperately outwards with the strength of leashed it desperately outwards with the strength of a demon possessed, lodging her sandaled foot squarely between the shaman's testicles.
Nice. We like a bit of testicle torsion here. Bam!
You must have a really narrow foot to hit directly between the testicles.
Like well, they hit like in the middle, like.
Yeah.
Her foot's like an inch wide.
Is there a point to this whole scene?
I don't know.
Testicle book.
The startled priest released his crushing grip, crimping his body over at the waist. I thought he was already leaning over.
He was, now he's double over.
Over even more.
Overlooking his recessed belly. Okay, so this guy has long gorilla arms, hairy, bald fists that are calloused, and he has a recessed belly.
That is now covered in puke.
And is now vomited on, and he's got rotten teeth.
And now he's got damaged balls.
And he's enthused and enhanced.
Power up.
Fuck. Open wide in a deep chasm.
Kahasim.
Like moccasins?
I don't know. I think it's another character. I think we have the Footfowls and Kasim.
A guy just bears himself.
Hi, I'm Kasim.
He's the brother of Sharon. He's going to take you. He said he's like getting you over the water. He's going to like put you on a bus or something.
Oh, I thought you Sharon some lady.
Unfortunately, the boat has been delayed, but there is a diversionary bus route.
There is a complimentary bus route run by my brother Kazim.
There will be one stop for toilet breaks by the Pit of Despair. There is only going to be cheesy biscuits and one pack of ready salted crisps. I've eaten them already. I'm sorry.
All the cups are made of dread. Only the purest.
The purest mild dread, where you drink them and drink them like, oh, this bus makes me a little bit nervous.
No, you drink it and it goes, this is a very disappointing drink.
His face flushed to a red shade of crimson.
To a rose red shade of crimson.
Rose red shade of crimson. I thought crimson was its own shade.
That seems very redundant.
Like a shade of the color it is already.
It's like a red shade of red.
Oh, I see.
So you go to crimson, and then you go to the subset of crimson, and there is rose red crimson.
It's like when you turn the heating up too much and then go down slightly.
It's like when you're a kid and you're trying to buy Warhammer paint and everything looks the same fucking color. Red,
Well,
red, or red. Oh, jeez.
Which version of green do I want here?
Do I want green or snot green? Fuck.
Okay, so
like grass green, orc green, like absinthe green.
His face flushed to a Reichland knob red shade of crimson, his eyelids fluttering wide with eyeballs protruding blindly outwards from their sockets to their outmost perimeters, while his lips quivered wildly about, allowing an agonizing wallow to gust forth from his breath, as his breath billowed from his burning lungs.
Can I shorten this?
Ouch.
He had a face of extreme agony as he went, ah!
Like, seriously, like, the last paragraph here, you could just put as, ow, my balls.
Yeah.
No, but his eyes must bulging out. That doesn't happen very often.
I mean, he could just write, basically, like, dude got slapped in the balls, bent over like a deck chair, and had his eyes started watering. There we go, we solved this.
I think he's just watched Tom and Jerry or something, and he wants to try and...
I've never seen Tom and Jerry get hit in the balls, I gotta be honest.
Nah, but his eyes comes out.
That's true.
Anyway,
yeah, goes, yeah, right.
His hand reached out, clutching his urinary gland. Fuck's sake.
His urinary gland?
How hard did she kick him? Like a demon-possessed, my urinary gland!
Your extremely long and narrow foot has gone directly into my fucking kidney?
Your foot's gone up my piss pipe.
The foot went so hard into his testicles that it went to his kidney.
The crimson orbs of sight and fucking urinary gland. Jesus Christ, Tice.
That's beautiful.
Oh no.
As his knees
wobbled rapidly for about a few seconds, then buckled. Rapidly about for a few seconds, then buckled, causing the ruptured shaman to collapse. Collapse in an egg-huddled mass to the great granite pavement, rolling helplessly about in agony.
Okay, let's summarize this. And then the lady kicked him in the testicles. He clutched his testicles, went, Jiminy Cricket, this hurt, and fell to his knees, remarking about his
testicles.
Remarking about his kidneys for some reason.
Wow. Fuck, I can't go on.
It's your turn.
I'll pick up the slack. The pathetic screeches of the shaman, grovelling in dejected misery upon the hand-hewn granite, laid pavement.
Paved extra.
It's always fucking hand-hewn. That's the third time he said that.
He likes.
Well, I have to say,
it's like you gotta make sure it's not made in the fucking factory.
The accordions pay extra for handcrafted goods.
How else would it be made?
The accordion hand-hewn granite sale. Sale ends Sunday, starts again Monday.
They don't have fucking factories for this. It's all hand-hewn.
I think you'll find that this is one of those like medieval settings where they have like future tech somewhere.
Oh, you mean like a concrete layer?
Yeah.
On the Morius, he probably has a fucking lab.
He literally runs a manufacturing granite hewn thing. He's like, I don't understand. Nobody wants this. It's so much cheaper.
The Moria scheming to get all of his work into cultist caves.
I'm sorry, people just want hand-hewn. Hand-hewn!
That's all they ever want these days. Where were we?
Worn smooth.
Worn smooth by countless hours of arduous sweat and toil. A welter of ichor oozing through his clenched hands.
Ichor? What is he made of?
That's when he is, because he got smacked in the urinary gland. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, and he ruptured, no less.
Yeah, because humans are full of ichor.
attracted the perturbed attention of his comrades from their voted ulations.
Voted
What the fuck
ulation.
is voted ulations?
Well, let me have a look and see if the word voted is a word.
Voted is a word, I'm pretty sure, but
voted. Yeah, it's an adjective. Smelling extremely unpleasant. So actually,
It's kind of like a variation of fetid, I guess.
yeah.
But they're
Fetid.
ulation. Ulation. That has no proper meaning.
Really? I think I've heard it before.
Okay, it may be a very old. No, I'm looking up. It says.
Elation?
No,
No.
we have to make something up.
Shit.
So a smelly party?
Ulation.
They're having like some sort of like culty party in the corner.
Basically, it's the barbarian equivalent of like Wii Sports.
What, they're all like
What?
waving around terror sticks, like that give
Yeah.
them mild dread.
Yeah, they're
You're
playing
gonna
like
miss the ball. Oh,
dread golf. You're not very good at this.
you're gonna get double bogey. Oh no, I'm mildly dreaded by this.
Oh no.
Anyway,
with a controller next to it made out of mild inconvenience.
oh,
Oh, I dropped
Just
it.
out-
That's so inconvenient.
it's
Oh,
always
The
out
Mad
of
Catz
range
one.
when I want to swing.
oh, that's so annoying. The actions of this rebellious wench. I mean, is she really rebellious wench? He was choking her out, and then she smacked him one.
Wait,
Just
when
she
I
didn't
signed up for this, I
feel
didn't
like
know
it.
that I was going to be strangled.
Yeah. This rebellious wench bespoke of the credence of an unheard of sacrilege.
He's just said that before when Grigna talked back to the fucking emperor. They bring a fucking idiot, a goddamn yokel before the emperor, and he doesn't use proper
I think-
etiquette,
I
and
think-
it's like
I
unheard of.
think in the Norogodian Empire, everyone just accepts things like, you shall be locked away. Well, all right
All
then.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
well,
he's
Talk back. That is sacrilege.
Blasphemy!
You know, I'm
Yay.
surprised that didn't happen sooner.
Never,
That's it. You're a fucking heretic.
never before in a lost maze of untold eons had a chosen one dared to demonstrate such blasphemy in the face of the cult's idolic deity.
Okay.
All
These
right.
people have no idea how cults work. do
Also,
they?
no one had dared before to what? Be a bit upset about being sacrificed. Is this a new thing? We're gonna stab the shit out of you. Is that cool? Yeah, I'm good. Oh, well, thanks. Oh, that's
Oh,
really-
Especially
yeah.
if they just picked her up from the fucking tavern. I mean, if it's someone who's raised to be sacrificed
Hey
and
there.
knows
Hey
beforehand.
there. Hey there, would you like a drink? How would you like to be sacrificed for our idol god made of jade?
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know.
shit.
We'll stab you with a dagger of elation. Oh, well, by all means then.
Actually, unfortunately, it's a dagger made entirely of dread.
Oh,
This is going to be really painful.
oh, I'm so worried about this. Oh,
I really hate wielding this blade. Oh, we're gonna lose this fight. Maybe no. Okay,
the
well.
girl cowered in unreasoning terror. Is that unreasoning?
I don't think it's
Why is she
unreasonable.
so
at all.
terrified now? Is he that horrifying to look at when he's been ruptured?
She
Maybe
had the
it's
vomit of
because of-
fear.
Maybe it's because of the pop she felt on her foot,
It could be.
like
oh.
like a
or
like a
an
tomato going.
uncomfortable squelch sound instead, just sort of like mush.
Oh gosh, you
Yeah.
imagine she gets her foot stuck, just like try and pull it out.
All right.
Helpless in the face of the emblazoned acolyte's rage, her orchid.
Orchard.
It's orchid, isn't it?
Orchid,
Yeah, orchid.
it's
Yeah,
a
like
plant.
like the plant rather than orchard, like the
I
farm.
prefer farm here.
Her,
It's
her farm tussled face smothered,
smothered, yeah.
smothered betwixt her bulging bosom. Oh wait, I thought. Hold on. Bulging bosom. I'm pretty sure she said she was quite thin up here somewhere.
Yeah, but
Thin with a bulging bosom.
Yeah, we
she's got
Conan now.
large busts.
She's like an inch wide in the waist and like huge breasts. Physics. All right, where are we? Sorry, I've lost the boobs. Where they at?
she has hid her face
Third
between
line
the
of
tits.
that little segment you're just starting on.
Is that
Oh, yes,
possible,
thank
by
you.
the way?
What?
Hiding your face behind
Between
your
your
tits?
boobs. I guess if you were really busty, you could sort of hold them up and stick your face down. Yeah, like, that works.
Yeah, but it's not like you're a fucking ostrich. You can't just slam your head down there. And
Your
just,
neck does move a bit though. You can hoist them up. Like if you had a table, you could rest them on there and sort of stick it in.
No,
Gen-
I think
gentle-
if it's one of those those tribes that put those
Gentlemen.
discs around their fucking heads, necks, and then
Gentlemen,
they take
I
that
believe,
off.
Gentlemen, I believe this segue is detracting from this.
Oh, sorry, you're
literature.
quite right. You're right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. She shut her curled, lashed What?
A curled lashed tightly. She has a curled lashed with her. Look.
Curled lashed is
Look, Grigna has a right hand and his
soul thing.
And his soul thing. She has a
Curled
curled lashed.
Curled lashed tightly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hoping to open them and find herself. She's trying to open her chest up and sort of see.
No, open her curled lash.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. And find herself awakened from this morbid nightmare. Yet the hand of destiny decreed her no such mercy. The antagonized pack of leering shaman converging tensely.
Leering shaman. It's a leering singular shaman. A pack of leering singular shaman.
I thought shaman and shaman were similar.
Yeah, I think they're both.
Yeah, I
I
think it counts as singular and pure.
Uh,
You don't have shamans, do you? I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
you can be a lady. They can be a lady shaman as well. It's not
Yeah.
actually man at the end of the word.
it's shamans. The plural for
Is
shaman.
it?
Yep.
Oh, that is horrible.
The reason why it is shamans and not shaman is because it's not a word that was derived from or related to man at all.
Although we give Tice a lot of shit. We've looked a lot of this up on the internet. He did not have that option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but the bastard had a thesaurus with him. He could have done some of
Let's
this.
talk more
I think
about the
that's where it went wrong.
Let's talk more about the curled lash of destiny.
Oh, yeah,
the
sorry.
hand of destiny being like, so hand of destiny. Is she
Okay,
gonna
so
die? Yes.
the shaman, sorry, the leering shaman, shamans are converging tensely upon her prostrate.
Prostrate, yeah, prostrate form.
Yeah, prostrate form. Were entangled all too lividly in the grim web of reality. What does that even mean?
lividly, it was like,
Hand of destiny. What on earth does this mean? I
So,
have no idea.
Are they in the grim web of reality? The fact they are now aware of the fact that one of their mates has got like his balls busted and they're all upset because they tried to stab
to
a girl.
imagine
I hope this
herself
is like
away from
I
there.
hope this is like a Matrix reference when the Matrix doesn't exist and Morpheus looks at this and goes, "No man, I want to get plugged back in. Plug me back in. If this is reality, plug me back in."
Not like this.
Peg me, please, Neo.
Not
Peg
like
me.
this. Shuddering from the clammy touch of the shaman as they grappled.
Isn't there two M's in clammy?
Clammy.
No, that is claimy.
You're right, sorry,
Okay.
yes, sorry, my mistake. Shuddering from the clammy touch of the shaman as they grappled with her supple form, hands.
Wait, is his hands clams?
Claimy. They're claimy.
They're clammy hands.
Yeah, he has a.
He's
like
got
clams
a
for
clammy
hands.
touch. No, he's not a clam.
Wouldn't there be two M's if it was like a clammy touch? But
No, this is a clammy touch. If he was a clammy touch, you'd have two M's.
fuck me.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, grappled
get
with
back
her
to
supple
grappling.
form, hands wrenching at her slender arms and legs in all directions, her bare body being molested in the midst of a labyrinth of orange smudges,
Like
purpled
what?
satin and mangled skulls?
So these people have mangled skulls.
Maybe
What
it's
the
why they're
fuck is the-
cultists.
What are the
Our
orange
lives
smudges?
of eternal pain.
Shadowed in an eerie crimson glow, her confused head reeled, then clouded in a mist of enshrouding ebony as she lapsed beneath the protective sheet of unconsciousness to a land peach and resign.
Also,
Well-
what the fuck? What are the orange smudges? Did they have avocados?
No, I think they
They're
just have
buzzing-
lots
they're
of
buzzing
fake
fruiter.
suntan. Lots of fake suntan.
Oh, I see.
It's
like
the only
someone...
way to protect from the energy of jade.
Fuck's
Oh
sake.
goddamn Jade.
Peach and resigned. What does that mean?
Do you want to go from 6 or shall I carry on for a little bit?
I don't know. How are you feeling?
I'll do a couple of paragraphs then. Why not?
Sure.
Chapter 6. Take hold of this rope, said the first soldier, and climb out from your pit, slut.
Well, they're talking to Greg now.
Your presence is requested in another far deeper hell. This deepest, darkest pit of doom is not quite deep enough for you, Grigna.
You know what? These are the people that go, "Hey man, you know this oubliette? Yeah, we can make an even oubliette."
Yeah.
Grigna
Like the
slipped
the
his
empty
right
power.
hand to his thigh, concealing a small It's supposed to be opaque, right? But it says opaque.
Yes,
That's-
it's opegu.
Sorry, yeah, small opaque object
Tago.
beneath the folds of the G-string wrapped about his waist.
Yeah, he's wearing a G-string around his waist.
You ain't gonna hide a fucking rat in that G-string, mate.
I think he is hiding the world's
He
smallest
just
shiv.
stuffs it in the front. Is that a rat
Why
in the
does-
front of your
why does
pouch?
he
No,
do
it's my
that?
penis.
I don't
think he's-
understand why he needs that. Why can't he just beat people with his hand?
Look, when in desperation, he switches to being a rogue.
Oh,
He has
yes.
sneak attack.
Oh, yes.
Ah, yes.
Can you imagine they're looking at him? There's just this decapitated rat sticking out the front of his
Are
G-string.
you trying to smuggle something out of your oubliette? No.
No.
Right,
I can see that's not your penis. No, that's indeed my penis. It just happens to look like a what was it? A gargantuous rat.
Like
a
gore-encrusted rat thing.
gargantuan.
A gargantuan rat. Oh well, in that
Yes.
case, come on then. Sorry. Where are we?
Brine Walls.
Yeah. No, Brian Wells.
Brine Wells. Yeah.
Brine Wells swelled in. Wait, Brine
Isn't
Wells.
Brian Wells a
like a well
game
of
developer?
tears. Okay, I can see that.
Brine Wells.
Problem is, Brine Wells. Brine Well makes you sound like a tuna can. Anyway, Brine Wells swelled in Grigner's cold, jade, squinting eyes.
Stop! He is magically conjuring up brine water in massive quantities from those wells. That
Quick,
are jutted out
use
of
it to
his
store
eyes.
fish.
I'm more scared of the
Oh,
lady
we are
who shot
saved!
tears out her eyeballs.
Oh yeah,
Not
that's good.
where the
yeah.
ducks are.
Also,
That's-
these things
Ugh.
also, squint jade. What is it with jade in this kingdom?
It's because he has green eyes. He's a ginger with green eyes.
So they literally.
Oh, we got some good stuff coming up though. Which is his eyes, which grown accustomed to the gloom of the Stygian pools of ebony, engulfing him.
So
The black
it-
pools are black.
Yeah, very much. This is a dark room of darkness. Well, how dark is it? Extremely.
Very dark. On a scale
Yeah.
of 1 to dark, it's dark.
You can't see shit in there, Captain. Get your ass in.
We've got shades of red, but we've
We're-
got one kind of dark.
We're B-Daz led.
What the fuck?
I think
Oh,
we're
it's
supposed to be
supposed to be
bedazzled, but
Oh,
I think
right,
we
yeah.
have,
led.
we're B-Daz led. Oh, B-Daz led. It's a mate of like the other guys.
Oh,
Oh,
it's kind of
wow.
like in the,
Don't leave me here, Grigna!
it's kind of like in the Iliad, where if someone is good in combat, it's because Zeus is guiding their weapon. Here, Bedas is leading.
B-Daz led their weapons to victory.
Yeah, the fucking
Oh, Bedas, we have not prayed to you before because you are a silly god.
Bedas is with him. I think he might
and
be
blinded
insane.
by flickering.
Yep,
Flickering. Radiance cast forth by the second soldier's resin torch.
Resin torch.
Yeah, go on, knock yourself out, mate.
Well,
Excellent.
you do resin. Resin is good for torches.
Yeah, what about the flickering?
Yeah, well, only resin torches will flicker roaring.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Tightly gripped in the second soldier's right hand, opposite the intermittent torch, which is a little apparently not as good,
It's
was
a
a
torch
large-
that's there sometimes.
was a large-
sometimes
It just
double-edged.
vanishes. Poof.
was a large double-edged axe, a long leather wound-oakened handle transfixing the center of the weapon's iron head, adorning the torsos, plural, of both of the sentries were thin yet sturdy. That is meant to be hauberks.
The bee's
Unfortunately, they are hauberks.
No, they're hauerks.
Hauerks. Hauerks.
with the breastplates.
Yes. Yeah, no, they're breet plates. The breet plates of which woven of tightly hemmed twines of reinforced silver braiding. Why are you wearing silver on your breet plate?
90% of this entire damn story is someone describing what someone fucking looks like.
It is basically costume porn, yeah.
It is costume porn.
Why are they wearing sturdy hauberks, but they've ruined the breet plates with silver? Cupping the soldiers' feet, were not wearing, of course, but cupping them delicately, were
Oh.
thick leather sandals. Wound
Fuck's sake.
about their shins to 2 inches below their knees. Wrapped about their wrists were wide satin girdles with slender bladed poignards dangling loosely from them, the hilts of which featured scarlet-encrusted gems, because of course gems in the land of Accordia, rested upon the manes of their heads, and reaching midway to their brows were smooth copper morions. Okay, I've got to look up what a morion is.
I think that's where you go to throw something into the fires of
know.
Mount Doom.
A morion is a type of open helmet used in the middle 16th to early 17th century. It's actually
Yeah.
a helmet. It
Interesting.
looks stupid, but it's a helmet.
It's a helmet
Uh,
on someone's head in this story. It is.
Spiraling the lower portion of the helmet were short, up-curved silver spikes. Now that is silly, considering I've seen the helmet. While a
Was
golden...
it-
Jesus.
Cat gets fed.
Unfortunately, Bedaz was not happy with that, apparently. While a golden hump spired from the top of each bass net. See, now we're on the bass net. I mean, first
Just
we
some
were in
Gibson
the...
shit.
I don't know. Beneath their chins, wound around their necks, and draping their clad shoulders dangled regal purple satin cloaks, which flowed midway to the soldiers' feet. Hand over hand, feet braced against the walls of the enclosure, huge Grigna ascended from the mouldering.
Why did they have the royal guards come
Deheps.
down into the dungeons to transfer prisoners? I don't
huge,
understand.
Huge Grigna ascended from the mouldering depths of the forlorn abyss, his swelled limbs stiff due to the boredom of aimless inactivity, compounded by the musty atmosphere, a jagged granite protuberance against his body craved for action.
What the fucking hell? This entire sentence I don't understand.
I'm sorry, this makes perfect sense. His swelled limbs stiff due to the boredom of an aimless inactivity.
You know when you read something.
Atmosphere, a jagged granite protuberance against his body crave for action.
You know when you read something, you don't take a single word of it in.
You just did that, didn't you?
I'm looking at it, I'm just like...
Okay, so his muscles are blue balling. That much I understand. It's like, because he's done nothing for a while, he's ready to move. Okay. But what the fuck?
You know that every time that was meant to be like wound, not wound. But I thought it was funnier to say it as wound. By the way,
I saw.
just so you know, it doesn't matter. I just thought I'd mention that wound makes it funnier.
Well, people are obviously following the text while we read this.
The opportunity now presenting itself served the purpose of oiling his rusty ints and honing his dulled senses. He
It
braced
doesn't
himself.
take long.
Braced.
Oh yeah, Ho braced himself. Who is Ho?
Ho is the slut.
Oh yeah.
Facing the second soldier, the sentry's stature was wildly exaggerated in the glare of the flickering crisette cupex in his right fist.
Christ.
His eyes were wide open in a slightly slanted owlish glaze, enhanced in their sinister intensity by the hawk-bill curve of his nose and pale yellow peak of his cheeks. "Place your hands behind your back," said the second soldier as he raised his axe over his right shoulder blade and cast it at a waving glance. "We must bind your wrists to parry any attempts at escape. Be sure to make the knot a stout one, Broig."
Oh no,
Right,
he's got a name.
He's got a name.
Yep, we wouldn't want our guest to take a leave of our guidance.
I love the
Broig.
generic guard number 1 and 2. Like, he's got a name, but like... whatever.
Yeah,
You
guard
know who else
one
got a
and Roy.
name? Ho got a name, and he's not even here. Broig grasped Grigna's left wrist and reached for the barbarian's right wrist. Grigna wrenched his right arm free and, redacted, sweet belled.
That might be an S, that might be swiffled.
No. There is a massive gap where a word used to be. So, and redacted, we don't know.
That's a tiny 7 in Swywolf, I think.
Swy7 veld to face Broig. Reach beneath, that is one word. Reach beneath his loincloth with his right hand. Tiny upside down T. He sentry grappled at his girdle for the sheathed dagger, but recoiled short of his intentions as Grigna's right arm, redacted, swept to his gorge. The soldier went limp, his bobbing eyes. We don't know what happened to him.
Wait, hold on. So, I can only assume that he pulled the dead rat out of his penis pouch and slapped him with it.
No. His right arm, redacted, swept to his gorge. It's so horrible. We never get
He had to remove it.
Like,
Maybe
the other
he's
guy...
just really scared of rat bits and
The other
fainted.
guy is like, "Oh, Jiminy!"
Jesus.
The soldier went limp, his bobbing eyes rolling beneath fluttering eyelids, a deep welt across his spouting gullet.
He could at least have killed the unnamed one first.
Without lingering to observe the result of his efforts, Grigna dropped to his knees. Why? The second soldier's axe cleft over Grigna's head in a blizz of silvered ferocity, severing several scarlet locks from his scalp.
Oh, he ducked.
Coming to rest in... No, he went to his knees. He didn't duck.
It's kind of a duck, I
He went to
guess.
his knees directly onto, like, granite concrete. The crack.
Coming to rest in his fellow's stomach. The iron head crashed through mail and flesh with splintering force, spilling a pool of crimson entrails over the granite paving. Not the handmade granite paving!
Oh,
That's not handmade. It doesn't say.
hand hewn.
We just have to presume it is.
No. They would advertise it if it was.
Oh, true.
This is store brand.
Also, notice the weird creature in the bottom right, which just says "eek."
What? Yes.
Is that supposed to be the rat?
I don't know.
What is that? It's some sort of unibrow, non-Disney cartoon, early 80s whatever thing.
Before the sentry could wrench his axe free from his comrade's carcass, he found Grigna's massive hands clasped about his throat, choking the life from his clamped lungs. With a zealous grunt, the accordion flexed his tightly corded biceps, forcing the grim-faced soldier to one knee. The sentry...
Pie lunge.
Yeah, that's a one. The sentry one-unged his right fist into Grigna's face, digging his grimy nails into the barbarian's flesh.
Look at the next line.
Ejaculating a curse.
Hold on a sec, guys. Fuck you. Yeah, ejaculated a curse, hey. That's horrible.
No.
Ejaculating a curse through rasping teeth, Grigna surged the bulk of his weight forward, bowling the besieged soldier over onto his back. The sentry's arms...
What?
Look, after you ejaculate a curse, this is what must happen.
You bowl a besieged soldier.
Yeah.
What the
The
fuck?
sentry's arms collapsed to his thigh, shuddering convulsively. His bulging eyes staring blindly from a bloated cherry-red face.
So let me get this
Okay,
right.
so
So
there's-
one
okay.
guy got killed by like penis rat. The other one got killed by ejaculating curse.
So besieged is to surround and harass. Grigna manages to surround a fucking man solo
And harass him.
and then
Yep.
bowl him.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Rising to his feet, Grigna shook the
Blood.
blood from his eyes. That must be what happens when you ejaculate a curse. Blood appears.
Oh god.
No.
this is getting quite gribbly.
Ruffling his surly red mane as a brush fire swaying to the nighttime breeze.
Fuck's
I
sake.
cannot believe he has killed this man and blood is everywhere. And he goes, L'Oreal.
And his mane is surly.
Yeah. Stooping over,
It's like
stooping
the
over
bit of Rift.
stooping over the sprawled corpse of the first soldier, Grigna retrieved a small white object from a pool of congealing gore, snorting a gusty billow of mirth. Don't do that. That's unhealthy for you, Grigna. We all know about taking mirth.
Yeah.
Not even once.
He once more concealed tiny object beneath his loincloth, the tediously honed pelvis bone of the broken rodent.
Nice.
Turning his attention towards the second soldier, Grigna turned to the task of attiring his limbs. To move about freely through the dim recesses of the castle would require the grotesque garb of its soldiery.
Dun dun dun.
Wait, I thought
July's-
Grigna was like 8 million foot tall. How's he going to fit
That's
into the
okay.
guard's
It's
armor?
one size fits all. It's all made of latex.
Oh, that's alright. Oh god,
true.
imagine him squeaking his way through the castle.
Squeaks everywhere, covered in blood that was ejaculated via a curse.
Goddamn blood ejaculation.
No.
Utilizing the silence and stealth acquired in the untamed climbs of his childhood, Grigna slink through the twisting corridors and winding stairways. Grigna slink. Then he slinks. Lighting his way with the confiscated torch. It's contraband, this torch. Of his dispatched guardian.
Fuck's sake.
Knowing where his steps were leading to, how? Grigna meander aimlessly in search of an exit from the chateau's dim confines.
Grigna meander.
Like,
Uh,
Grigna slink, Grigna meander, Grigna lose all concept of the English language.
Grigna ejaculate curse.
Power of tea, wild blood coursing through his veins, yearned for the undefiled freedom of the livid wilderness lands. I don't know if we want to continue on to chapter.
Nah, we are an hour. This is a good.
Now we can leave it on the picture of Eek and me mentioning wound instead of wound, because to be honest, it doesn't make any more sense.
I guess. What the fuck should I draw for this one?
Well, to be honest.
Oh god, sorry, scroll down 2 pages. Look at the picture.
Oh, it's the. Oh, look at her bust.
Look at her face.
That is not a face.
Look at her leg. It's not. It's. I get it's trying to be perspective, but the leg goes really big and then really shriveled and tiny.
No, I have a question for you. Start with her left arm. Her left arm. Look at where the hair is. Look at how the arm bends.
But okay, this explains a lot. This explains how she managed to get her foot up his piss pipe. Look at the size of it.
Oh, she has one toe.
Her right foot is a pipe
There's
cleaner.
one toe on each foot. Jeez, fuck me.
So I have some bad news for you.
Yes.
There is still much more of the adventures of Grigna to go.
There
Grigna and
certainly
his massive group of hallucinated friends in his tiny, massive dungeon that he spent 10 minutes / years in. What did he even like? I mean, whatever he used that pelvis from the rat. I mean, it was so horrible. It was redacted.
Yeah, I don't like to think about it.
Nobody likes to think about it.
I did.
There's only one person that you can pray to when that happens.
Besled?
Besled.
Yeah.
Bedazzled.
No, Bedazzled. Yeah.
You need to pray to Bedazzled.
No, it's Bedaz. Bedaz leads.
Bedaz leads. We need to pray to Bedaz.
Yeah.
I use
And
my sword and I pray to Crom. Grigner goes, I pray to Bedaz and use rat pelvis. And Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And if you don't want to count me, the hell with you.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger is just like, my God.
He's a
I've been
madman.
screaming the merriously. You will not beat me. Fuck
Alright.
me. I need to go bleach my brain or something.
You need to bleach your brain. Clearly what we need to do is write the sequel.
Nah. The guy that wrote this died. That's an omen.
We're all going to go someday. It's just a question of if we
Yeah, but
go.
I'm not gonna go having written the sequel to Eye of Grigner.
Instead, you will go redacted by means of Elvis.
It's okay. Bedaz took him.
What, Van Pelvis? Who the fuck is that?
Van Pelvis. Have
Yeah,
you never
the
heard of the great accordion
hunter.
warrior Van Pelvis?
Yeah.
He
That's by
hunts
me,
down
he
rat
says.
creatures.
That is the man that Grigner aspires to be, Van Pelvis.
He would know what to do in this situation.
He has an entire armory of rat
Oh.
pelvises.
He once
don't
sat
think
in
you
the
should have
dark
called me.
Stygian
I am-
abyss for 20 years.
I am Van Pelvis.
Or was it 5
you
minutes?
shouldn't
We're
have.
not sure.
Fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ. GN, man.
Later.